All right, I'm ready.
Okay.
Facebook. Oh, right on cue. Boogie try to get boogied, but it's Friday, y'all. We back, so let's jump right into it. Welcome back. Welcome back to Nothing But Answers, Answers, Answers. We're the place to come to get all the answers that you need. We have all the answers that you need. Now, what you do with our answers is totally up to you. I mean, that's your business. Don't call us if it doesn't work out the way it worked for us. Um, so we back here another Friday. Um, this look like me and Double L. You guys don't know about double L. They don't know about Double L. And if Double L shows up, let me tell you, baby. Um, but yo, how you doing, L?
I'm doing all right. I'm hanging in there pretty good.
You be honest.
Jumped off the show last weekend.
Hmm.
It was a great show. Uh, spoken word performance did a great job, and we got a couple weeks off, maybe because I've
No, we
seen
don't.
some.
We're not. We don't have
Seen
no
some.
weeks off.
I seen some events I might want to jump into next week.
Absolutely, we're going to have some events that you jump into next week. We're going to keep it going. Like you said, last week was definitely a. Last week was definitely a great week. The performance to kind of put it to you, it was a show. It was a little different. The crowd was a little different, and it seemed to be.
Why can't
Ah,
I?
what's up, Doc? Um, it
Hey,
seemed
what's
it
going
seemed
on?
to be very. It was like very subdued. It didn't have much energy, and Leanne went and set the room on fire. I mean, as she was performing, people were, you seen actively like, oh, and audibly like, ah, yeah. And
Yes.
afterwards, the crowd erupted, and there were some like poetry haters. I didn't know there was hatred on. I
Poetry
didn't know
hater.
that poetry haters was a thing. Like people were actually the guy running the show was really hating because he was saying how he got some award. I think it was an Edgar. Could be wrong. Like, I got nominated for Edgar. You shouldn't have. I heard your poem. Didn't like it. Didn't understand it. It didn't really flow for me. But when he went, and he went before Leanne went, because they brought her up as like new talent, not knowing who she
Mm.
really was. Like her names didn't ring bells in the street. And he was so upset that after him, because he was supposed to be the closer of the poets that are on, like, because it was about a couple, 4 or 5 poets that were well published. He had a couple books
Featured
out, things of
poets.
that nature. Whatever you want to call them. You want to call them feature? I call them a couple poets that were published. Okay,
Some
whatever
people
you
with
want
a
to do
couple
with
poems.
it. Right, it's people who knew poems, they had some books, and we see the difference. Usually, the people that are on the flyer are the ones that you could tell worked in their craft, and they're the ones that usually will not if will at least get the same reverence or response that what they say the newer poet should get, but none of them really got the response. Like a couple of them was like,
Mm.
she was like, this poem, you're gonna laugh. It's one of my funnier ones. I didn't laugh, nor did anybody in the room laugh. We didn't get it. Maybe I don't know, but either way, when Leanne went up, it was definitely the energy was changed. It erupted. People really, you could tell they bonded with her. And the person who was running it was really upset. Visually, he was upset, like, and he didn't want to give her any credit. Like, he didn't want to say,
wow.
hey, that was a good job. Hey, great job. Like, me personally, if someone came and set my my event on fire, I'm getting their information, because can you please come back to set it on fire again, right? Don't shun the person who really brought some life to your show. So it was very good, Leanne. I was really, she did really well, and I'm glad I was there to see it happen. I wouldn't have believed her if she'd have told me that she did what she did. So I had to see it for myself. but it was a great show. Hey, Doc, how are you? How are you doing?
I'm okay. Busy day. Sorry, I'm late. Busy.
You're always on time, Doc. Always on time.
Oh, thank you.
Anything this week that anyone want to talk about?
Yes, actually. I wanted to talk about the lady in Chicago who
What
got
about
beat
her?
up, who got jumped by all of the students, is now pressing charges not only against the kids but the parents too
Oh, wow.
in the school.
Oh,
So she's
okay.
trying to hold
I don't know a
everybody
whole lot of.
accountable.
Okay, I don't know a whole lot about this story. It just from what I've been seeing online, so I don't know, the background. So it happened in front of the school.
Yeah, just down the street from the school, at
Okay.
Relisa School. Her son had been being bullied and was jumped essentially a couple of days beforehand. So she went up there, wanted to make sure they got home safely.
Mm-hmm.
As they were leaving, a pack of kids started following them. One of them went out and hit her son. She got in front of him and put her arms around them, both her son and her daughter that she had at the time. And other kids decided they were going to then hit her too and go after her. So the bigger kids started to swing on her. And you can hear at one point when she tried to do one or two swings that the kids say, "We're kids, you can't hit us."
What?
Yeah. And so that's pretty much when she stopped swinging to defend herself and then just went down to the ground and, like a pack of wolves, once they saw blood, that was all she wrote. Kicking them while they were on the ground. And it just wasn't a great situation to be in, especially for a pregnant woman.
Is she pregnant?
Yes.
Is she still pregnant?
She's pregnant. I did hear that. Shoo.
So
Hopefully.
we don't know what precipitated the beating. They just jumped on them.
Yeah, they were just after the little boy. They had been bullying him for a while, and then they just jumped on him. They wanted to go back after him again, and get to the little boy, but the mom intervened, and that pissed them off more, and said, "You know what? We'll go through you to get to him."
Yeah.
It almost kind of started into a like a
Vaughn, mute yourself, girl.
What is that thing called when a pack mentality almost?
Right. So interesting. A couple things. I don't know a lot about the story, but I know we were talking about just the simple fact that the line of the respect is different today. Back in the day, if you were with your peoples, people be like, all right, you know what I mean? All right, when we see you, when you're not with your peoples, we'll jump on you. Jumping on you from your peoples is not usually what that usually wouldn't happen. Especially a woman, they're not going to jump on a woman. It just didn't happen. Today, these kids don't care, right? They don't care, man, woman, child, old person, whoever's around, they get it. They're going to get it. They're going to put hands and feet on them. And it's crazy because if they said you can't hit us because we're children, well, I would just have to beat the case.
I know, because I'd have put all my hands and feet on all of them.
Listen,
we'd have been going.
I'd have fought them like they're grown. So there would have been, no way. There's nothing that would have stopped me from jumping on them. That's a shame. And how is the woman doing?
She's doing well. She still has the baby. But you never know because she has sickle cell. Any bruises and things like that could be life-threatening down the line. Okay. So it's just a waiting game at this point.
Okay. Hey, it's tough. It's tough today. Red Doc.
I was going to say, I do think that at some point, parents have to be held responsible. All these things that's been happening over the years with these kids that are apparently not supervised, they don't have any discipline, don't have any respect, and the parent, if the legal system aren't able to do, if the legal system isn't able to do anything because they're children, the parents aren't being held accountable. This is how it used to be. The parents wouldn't be held accountable. So I think that's the right route at this point. Because if the parents are going to be held responsible, then the parents have to do something about their children's behavior. Hopefully before stuff like this happens.
Right.
It's like you said, Daryl, there was a time where kids wouldn't even think about jumping on a child in front of a parent and any adult.
Right.
So that says a lot about the value system of these children. And where do we get our values from? We get them from the people that's raising us.
It's interesting. I don't know what happened and why the parenting is so different, where these things just happen at a like it's almost normal for these things to happen. There's no respect. There's no respect out there anymore. It's like it's definitely the wild, wild west. You have to be very careful what you're doing, where you're going, and then and I kind of agree with Doc. With as a parent, maybe you need to know what's going on with your kid. Because obviously the boy was into something where these people were getting at him. Right? They were into something. I hear the bullying, but then I don't understand why you jump the person you're bullying after school.
That's kind of been something that's been happening. That's always been. I remember when I was in middle school and a girlfriend of mine got jumped after school. She had never done anything to anybody
that you knew of.
And she's never done anything to anybody. I'm telling you that. They didn't like her. And that, back then with little girls, the whole thing was she thinks she bad or she thinks she stuck up or, those were the kind of things. But she didn't have to do anything for the other girls to not like her and jump her after school.
Hey, if you say so.
So that's been going on forever.
When she was flirting with Mark and she knew that Ursula liked Mark, she should have knew better. So now her eye got dotted. Hey, what's up, Vaughn? How you doing, man?
What's going on, bro? What's going on?
Hey, I love the pink headset. It's definitely, I love it. No, I'm real rap. I wish I had me a pink joint.
I couldn't run out to the garage and grab the white one, so I was like, you know what? They about to just deal with it.
I know. I like it. There's no problem. How you doing, man?
Doing pretty good. What's going on with y'all?
Hey, we good, man. How's your week?
It was cool, man. It was cool. It was a wild, busy week. Very busy.
Yeah. Well, I guess a lot of things because everybody's getting ready for next week, which will be the Killed All the Indians holiday. That's what I think it's called. Something like that. I think is what they're called. Once again, the murderous whites celebrating
Spend all your money for one dinner.
Right.
Colonization Day.
Right. Be thankful you were brought here as a slave day. I can't remember what it's called. It's called something like that, you know.
Indigenous Peoples Day.
I don't understand how it's their day when they got killed, but okay, you know, however they want to spin it. I mean, they just tell us anything here. We just go with it, you know. I'm glad.
Yeah, we don't know any real history. From
don't.
Here.
At all.
You know, it's so funny. When I was in Ireland, we walked by
a leprechaun.
No. One of the buildings, I can't remember who's housed in that building, but it's similar to the White House. And the guards was talking to me and my girlfriend, and they were like, "Did you know that the White House was commissioned or not? The White House was built by an Irishman. That Irishman designed it." And I was like, "No, I had no idea. They don't teach us that over there."
Nope. Well, I don't think that's true.
It is true. I Googled it.
I'm pretty sure it was built by some enslaved people at the time.
True.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was somebody enslaved. They just put their name on it. Hey, what's that? Let me see that paperwork you did. You drew this? Huh? Kunta, you drew this? Yeah, thank you.
Or you can draw, you can read.
Yeah, take your name off and put "We Lucky Charms" on it.
What's wrong with Daryl?
Yes, but that's who originally designed it. We know who put most of the labor into it.
Right.
But my point is that in America we don't get any real history about anything. That's my point. Right.
No, I agree. Definitely agree. Very, very, very interesting. Hey, we got it, and our history is there, so we just have to look for it and hey, Miss Gorgeous, and try to learn more about ourselves and things that go on. So, hey, Leanne, give us something. Let's give us a little something.
So,
go ahead.
So kind of to jump off of where we were just at, here's another school situation. This one just a little different, but
okay.
Son as faded, he was targeted, clearly targeted.
That's the mother of a 14-year-old seen in this video recorded in the restroom at Verdugo Hills High School in August. Over and over, you can hear one student encourage the beating with the N-word. His mother, who did not disclose her name, claims she met with the school days later.
They didn't care. They didn't do nothing for the other kids.
Instead, according to her, the school offered to transfer her son to another school. Months later, an incident also caught on video in December. Here, fists fly, and the boy is swung to the ground by his backpack. Again, lots of comments using the N-word. From a different cell phone, you can hear someone yell, "He's got a knife." The attorneys claim the boy fled the school and was chased by a group in a car. One person had a butcher knife. Ultimately, there was a stabbing that led to a school shutdown. 2 students needed medical attention, and the 14-year-old was arrested.
He shouldn't have been charged, but here he's facing 245 PC charges, assault with a deadly weapon. Why is this young man facing assault with a deadly weapon charge when he merely defended himself?
His other attorney suggests there's reason to accuse the school and district of ignoring the racism against the few Black students at Verdugo Hills.
They get targeted repeatedly with threats, with violence, and with racial slurs. The N-word is tagged on the wall by their house. That is the epitome of racism.
Oldest girl didn't have a car. Ooh.
You always do that.
Shut up.
You turn it off.
So my biggest thing with that is, yes, here we go again with there being different rules when Black people are involved and how they get treated as far as law enforcement goes. But my question is, when we talk about wanting a better future for our kids and giving them the best education, we always got to go outside of our area in order to accomplish that.
Was that true? Was he going to a school outside?
No, this is me. This is me.
Oh, so it's not even about what we're talking about right now. Okay.
No. What I'm saying is we're putting our young Black African American kids in predominantly white schools, and they're getting unjust treatment of racism brought upon them simply because we're looking to be even and have level playing field of education when it comes to our kids.
Well, our communities, if you're looking at our communities where predominantly where we're at, you don't want to keep them in there because we don't have a system that's set up to educate them above what the public school system is. We don't have our own unless you go into a Muslim school. And we don't. And like I remember moving from Camden to Willingboro and them telling me how much the school system, it was different.
I'm sorry, Vaughn, go ahead.
I know it was a different level of the school system, and it was becoming predominantly Black.
I'm sorry.
That real quick.
Go ahead. Somebody called in. Sorry, Vaughn. Go ahead. Let the caller state your name and where you're calling from.
Hey, what's up, man? I'm Khalif, calling from Hatboro.
Okay.
Something real quick. I live in a predominantly white neighborhood, and my son goes to a school where he's probably one of 15 Black students there. They love my son, but there was an instance playing basketball at the YMCA in my neighborhood where a younger kid kept plucking my son in his ear, trying to trip him. And I said something to the parents. The parents, oh, they just horse playing. And then I said to the guy, I said, listen, you don't want to say something to your child? Whatever your son do to my son, I'm going to do to you. And then he said something to his child. But let me just say one thing about education and I'm done. You know, one of the things that I was taught when I was younger from my mom is that education is not what you get. It doesn't start or end in a classroom. It's what you seek for yourself the second you step out of it.
Right.
You know, and that's it. But that's all I just want to add my little 2 cents because I live in a predominantly white neighborhood, and you know, and I know at some point my son is going to deal with even more of this. So that's all. Keep going. Keep listening.
Hey, thank you for your call.
Thank you, Khalif. Yes.
Very interesting caller. But Vaughn, I'm sorry if you can pick up where you were at, if you can.
No, I was just saying, like, it's true that we're going outside of our neighborhood or what our community, Black communities, for higher education, but we don't have our own education system set up, or the education system that's inside of most of our communities is not at a decent level or worth them staying in that community to get a really good education. Like I said, I came from Camden to Willingboro. When I came to Willingboro, they were like, oh, none of these scores, I don't care how high it looks, you got to test all over because none of these going to transfer over here.
Willingboro?
I was like, dang, this is Willingboro in the 80s. This is before it became the borough. You know what I'm saying?
So my thing would be, I would say, a little, maybe, I think that, so I went to a school that was predominantly white, and I had the same, what was going on where they were trying to do those things, right? Where they were trying to do the bullying and all that. You know, I came in as a freshman, didn't really know anybody, and they tried me, right? I'm not gonna say they didn't try me, but for me, I had homies. And I called them up to the school, like, y'all ain't gonna do this to me. And we had about 5 cars pull up. And it was amazing how things changed when I had my peoples pull up, because now the school wanted to get involved. Now they wanted to say, you know, give me, oh, you can't have, I remember the principal said, you can't have your posse come up here. Posse?
Right.
You know, now they wanted to do something, right? When I'm like, listen, this is happening to me. Actually, 2 boys were it was a pair of twins, and one kept messing with me, and I punched the one. It was the wrong one, and now I got to fight both of them, and it was just crazy. Like, it was like in the movie where they try to push people into you and push you in the lockers. And it was on that really type. They was on some, and I was little in high school. As a freshman, I was 5'3", 100 pounds. I was a small guy, you know what I mean? But I had big peoples. So it even now, I'm not saying, I think, well, maybe we did move to get out of, you know, the urban environment. But I think we wanted a house, you know, we just wanted to get a house, that long house, as opposed to a row home. But whatever it is, it's tough. I don't think wanting better is the problem, Leanne. I don't think wanting better is like, you kind of framed it as, well, we want a better education, so we come into these areas. Sometimes we're going to an area that's kind of better, like as we look as better as far as housing and things of that nature. And the schools may be or may not be better. Because right now the school system is not as great here. But I don't think it's the school system as much as the way people think. The mindset of people in the school that say, I'm better than you.
All you got to do is get hold of one of them. All you got to do is make an example out of one person.
Well, it was tough, Vaughn, because it was me against the school. Yeah, if I come into their school, they know each other. Like, I came as a freshman, right? So I don't have anybody here. I don't know anybody here, right? My brother's younger. He's in 8th grade, so he's still in the elementary, well, the junior high school. So you're here by yourself. And because even the quote unquote other black people in the school,
they wasn't with it, right?
They still lean towards the other side, right? They were kind of with them, right? They spoke like them, they dressed like them, their vernacular was them, their lexicon was them. So it was a way of thinking more than, or ideology more than, you know, just an individual person, because I had to worry about some of the black kids there too.
When we moved to we moved from Willingboro to North Carolina. I think I told you the story before. Within the first few months of school, me and my brother, I caught a simple affray, simple assault, inciting a riot. Me and my brother fought like 5 different people.
Right.
And it wasn't even like we could call anybody. It's just
y'all way out there.
Way out there. So problems with the black kids, problems with the white kids, the Spanish kids.
Right.
We was like, you know what? All right. So when we lit off on them, by the time anybody thought about it, they're like, they gonna do anything else. They was like, these dudes, they just fought fought the bully and his cousins. Right. And there was only 2 of us. So I understand exactly what you're saying. But like that kid right there, I don't know if he had been complaining about it or not. He looked like he was a good kid by the way he was fighting. He don't look like he was a kid that was, into it like that. He was a good kid that they jumped on.
Yeah.
You
do what you do.
And that's what I told him.
I remember I got into it because I was walking to the store and these little kids were making fun of me because of my jacket or something. And they made fun of me so bad, I forgot what I was going to the store for. So now I get to the store, I blank out, got to walk all the way back to my house, ask my mom, what did she want again? Now I got, she going off and this, that, and the next. So when I went back outside, I was so mad, I ran up and punched one of the kids. It was like 5, 6 kids playing football. So I punched one of them. Then they all started chasing me. So I started running. Running. But my mom came out, and this is where I talk about the respect. She came out like, hey, y'all not gonna jump my son. And they all stopped and they all respected her. And she was like, y'all want to fight? Y'all two can fight. And I'm like, I'm gonna fight. But y'all can fight if you want to fight. You know, it ended up not fighting, but they respected her as a older elder person on the street, and they didn't do anything. They didn't say anything disrespectful. Like, well, he hit me, and we're able to go our separate ways. But back then, like today, we would all been in there fighting. Me and my mom back and try to handle these little kids who are strong today. These kids are built different.
Man, I think they got them on so much. It's wild, like, because I was looking at something where they were saying all the teachers are quitting. I'm like, y'all don't really pay attention to the way that these kids act. And I know I don't want nobody to catch offense or flack, but y'all gotta remember the way that these kids are doped up and the way that they got them. They act like how the crack babies from our era act, where they didn't have the emotional or mental awareness or maturity that other kids their age had. And now you got 80 to 90% of a classroom acting like that. Right. And on top of it, these kids they were not corrected, whether it was any type of discipline. When you discipline people for some odd reason, like they didn't discipline these kids and send them off into the wild, like you just not giving them any rules, no boundaries, no nothing. And then you sending them out to these people. They don't respect their parents, so when they see any other adult, they think it's the same. Is many, like I'm y'all see me, I'm like 5'10", 5'11". My dad is 6'2", 6'3", and my dad had me when he was 16 years old. These kids, they tried my dad, and I was like, please God, somebody jump in, because he's from another generation. He was ready to whoop everybody out there. And they not like the parents like that. They're not like that no more, where they would actually correct them. Or if you do correct them, you're getting corrected.
Yeah, it's tough. And listen, if you say something to a kid today, and a kid, I'm talking about anybody under 18, be ready to die. Right? These kids they're not taking any nonsense. That I think it was last week, maybe we talked about where the lady said, hey, I held the door for you. You could say thank you. And the girl shot and killed her. Just for the lady saying, hey, you could have said thank you. You can't, these kids, like they have no emotional regulation. No empathy, they just don't. And it's so crazy to see them. They're always, and it's crazy because they're the toughest kids, but also the softest kids at the same time. Because they'll break down and cry in a heartbeat. They be tough as hell, and soon the cops get them and they get in that room. That was my mom. Like, it's so crazy. They're just all over the place, and it's a scary time. It's a scary time, and it's scary to have kids out here with these knucklehead kids. That's what's really scary. Because one of your knuckleheads may do something to mine, and I'm gonna go to jail. Like, it's not even a question what's going to happen. You feel me?
Everybody got to get it
right. I'm just gonna pull up to your house. Hey, come on outside. Hey, dad, mom too. Yeah, all y'all, everybody about to get it. Come on, they did something to mine. So it is tough, but I mean, we did it. We killed that segment. What we got next, Leanne? Unless you got something else to say.
No, I don't.
He was ordered to pay for child support.
Unbelievable stories here in Detroit.
This is one of them.
This is one of them. Imagine being told to pay child support for a kid that is not yours or go to jail. That was the order the state handed down to a Detroit man.
So today he turned himself in, but here's what happened. 7 Action News reporter Kim Russell went with him to court.
Parnell Alexander walked into the Frank Murphy Hall of Justice knowing in moments he could lose his freedom.
I stayed up all night, couldn't sleep, thinking about it.
Parnell is a wanted man because he refuses to do what the state orders and to pay child support for a child that DNA tests prove isn't his, a child he doesn't even know.
I haven't even had a chance to really speak to him except for one time when we took the DNA test.
Nonetheless, right now, under the law, he's a deadbeat dad. Today, he turned himself into the judge as ordered.
Scared because I've been before this judge before.
But this time, he had attorney Cherika Harris, who volunteered to help after seeing his story on 7 Action News. The judge said he will not go to jail for today.
Thank you. Yes. that we can resolve this soon.
I'm just trying to help him with his future.
Though the threat of jail is on hold, it is not over. Carnell Alexander still owes more than $30,000 to the state for a child that's not his because the mom wrote his name down because she needed to name someone to get welfare benefits.
And I had to put him down as the father. That was the only way I can get the sister.
Y'all heard about the DoorDash incident?
No.
Why did she could have put anybody down? Why him?
Well, first she could put nobody. Like, I don't know.
She needed welfare, so she had to put a father.
Nah, she could say I was great. I was out drinking and something happened. She could put no one because there are cases with no one and they're not going to deny you social services for that. And it's interesting. Now I was wondering, did he sign the birth certificate?
Right, that's the main thing.
That's the main thing because now you're taking ownership, right? Once you sign that birth certificate, you're taking ownership. That's what it says. You're taking ownership of said child. But by not signing the birth certificate, just because she wrote a name down at welfare and he did a DNA test, I don't know how that's. I don't
know how they did that.
Yeah.
I don't know how they did that because if he didn't sign the birth certificate, I'd be like, ma'am, how you putting his name down here and it wasn't on the birth certificate?
But guess what? Cool. She put her name down. Once they said he did a DNA test, what are we talking about?
Right. Why is it still an issue?
Right then, we should be done.
No, now, remember, a long time ago, I told you when I had called up, I had the daughter, and I went and I took the test. It said it was nothing. I was talking to the lady, and she was like, "Yeah, you have another child support." I was like, "For what?"
Right.
And they're going through, and she was like, "So and so." I'm like, "No, let's say I'm not. He is not the father.
I am not."
And right, and she had to go back through it. I was like, "Oh yeah, I see it." Wait a minute. So was there a standing order there? You know
that you didn't know about.
That's deep.
In Camden, I had a $10,000 child support order for a child I knew.
Wow.
Wasn't mine.
And that's messed up because at some point, can't they issue a warrant for your arrest or start messing with your life?
But he had a
Remember,
warrant.
I told you.
He was in jail. He turned himself in.
What she's saying about me, like I had told you, I've been locked up over 30 times. I've been locked up over the child support stuff maybe 5 times. Or I got detained. I got locked up one time, like for sure. That's not cool. Bro.
And what are the consequences for the mothers who do this kind of stuff?
Nothing.
There are no consequences, Doc. That's why they do it. That's why you can do it without impunity, because there's really nothing that can happen to you. There's nothing. Because obviously nothing can happen if she's there on stating, "I did this because of this." Obviously, nothing can happen to her. There's something can happen to her. I'd be like, "Here's proof." You know what I mean? She knew I wasn't the father, right? I think Vaughn said it before. Child support is somehow they make money off of it.
Yeah, so the state get for layman's term a kickback off of it. They get a percentage for collecting child support orders. Child support itself is not a state. It's not from the state. It's actually like a collection agency. So for them to even have your information is out of whack, because how do they have your personal information without you volunteering it?
See, that's what's interesting. I don't know much about it, but it got to be a racket, because I don't know how, in what world, if you have evidence, contrary,
right.
How are we still going forward with something when I have evidence that shows that this is not me? I am not the pappy. I don't understand, and that's why it makes people upset when these type of things happen, because when this person obviously shouldn't be, he's $30,000 in the hole, had to turn himself in, which means there was a warrant or something out. And like you said, he didn't go to jail today.
No, they report that to your credit.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, they report that to your credit.
Well, they said once you get in that cycle, your license. I think they don't do the license anymore.
They
But-
stopped doing that about 10 years ago.
Okay.
But it's
I know
it's like
passports can be stopped or something. So then once you jump in, it can affect your life. You know, it can affect things that you do. And in that case, where you've done everything right, you didn't shoot the club. You're paying for somebody else's. Like there's somebody you should be looking for. That's my question. There's somebody I heard you should be looking for.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not me. I'll help you find them if you let me go. Like, but this is crazy. I don't have $30,000 to give to this kid, and going forth, whatever it is, that's not mine.
You know what that 30,000 is? If I'm right, she got that much in welfare benefits. So when a woman signs up for welfare, and she signs up to get, I believe it's cash, that's charged to the father. So she'll get help, and that money will go there, but then that's charged to the father.
Mm-hmm.
And they will. I wonder if
they money back.
Yeah, I wonder if they took
I'm not sure if it's dollar for dollar, but it's something. Whenever she filed, that's when it started.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever she filed, at the 30,000 probably rears. Like if she filed here and he's just finding out about it through the warrant. Look, that's how you find out about it. They're like, you have an active warrant and you're driving your car, you get stopped, you get locked up for a warrant, and you say child support. I don't have children. And you go and tell you this. It's like, wait, this is, and then you, like I said, it got to be disheartening to, like, I know you feel like I got the big joker. I have the DNA test that said it's not mine.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be cleared up. When I go into court, I'm going to be good. And you present your information smiling, and they're like, well, that's cool, but move that aside. You still owe this. And how much you got today, or you're going to jail.
Right.
That's crazy.
Right.
It has to break your spirit. Has to, right?
That's wild.
There's no way that it cannot not break your spirit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's interesting, but that's terrible. What we got, Leanne? That's terrible. Why people be losing their minds sometimes. You know, they're gonna be like, "Yo, what is going on?" Like, I'm doing the best I can. I'm struggling, and now I got to pay this money to something that I get nothing from. I got nothing, and I did nothing to make it happen. That's crazy.
Would you let your girlfriend stop you from finding your wife? Wife come and go.
You're not.
It's forever.
Man, my side piece kept my relationship going longer than I wanted it to go.
Let's have a real conversation today.
Look how much girlfriend and wife you have that come and go, right? But you know you have your side piece, so you never made it official. You're gonna beat it from when, dog.
Are you gonna turn the side chick into the wife?
No, you don't do that. That's not what you do, because once you turn into the wife, you lose it.
You lose her.
Would you let your girlfriend stop you from?
So, would you let your girlfriend stop you from finding a wife? Man, what do you think? Would you let your husband stop you? Well, what is your boyfriend, husband stop you find your boyfriend? I don't know. Would you do the opposite?
Yeah.
Savage moments.
At this point, I'm thinking I'm going to be with you. Why would I be going out there in the streets?
See, the first problem, you think. Stop thinking. Tell me where I'm wrong.
You're wrong on every level. Every level.
You knew that was coming.
I'm always wrong, but you thinking you with somebody and they out there looking for their girl, their wife. Very interesting. I mean, the problem is there's some truth to what he was saying. Side chicks
never go.
They don't go away. You could have a side chick for 10 years but I mean, that's usually because, you're not doing all the other things. You're not doing the arguing. You're not planning life things together. You're not worried about bills. That usually is just a dopamine released relationship. Come over, have fun, whatever we're doing, and then you go back to the ball and chain.
That she's a ball and chain?
I'm just trying to describe her the best way I can. The good old ball and chain. The go home to the nagger. Like, we have an N-word fellas, and it's
Nagger.
Right. She's a
Oh,
nagger.
wow.
These naggers don't know how to act.
These naggers is listen. we got Owens, old naggers.
NWA.
Why do we only be laughing? We the only ones laughing.
Because
Yeah,
y'all are wrong. And you're out of pocket. Borderline disrespectful.
Oh, these ONs out here be wilding. Tell me about these ONs.
Come on, man. But look, man.
So yeah,
the concubine never acts up. The one that steps in that, she never messes up.
When dating a woman, courting a woman, fucking a woman, entertaining a woman, are her kids a package deal? Because some women feel that way.
Yes, they are.
Elaborate, no?
Because
She
you're
said
gonna have to
go ahead.
understand, I can't always come out when you need me to come out. Because you know what? I got kids.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like there is the package that goes with me. So
Right.
you're gonna have to understand that not everything is gonna be about you.
Mhm.
Not
Right.
everything's gonna be about me.
Mhm.
It's about us.
So does a man have to like your children in order to deal with you?
You have to respect my kids just like my kids gotta respect you.
But they don't have to like each other.
You would hope.
No, that's not what.
You
No, that's
would
not
hope.
what I asked you.
You would
So
hope.
but they don't have to like each other.
Yes, they have to like each
No,
other.
let her answer. So
No,
do they
do-
or
no.
do they not have
they
to like?
have to like each other to the point where they have to respect one another. Because we all know.
But
we gonna
like
have
and
old-
respect is not the same thing. You don't like your boss, but you respect your boss.
sometimes.
But I don't give a
No,
fuck. But you dancing around the question.
You are.
So do they have to like them or do they not? I got this.
Yes, you have to like
Fuck
them
outta
just
here.
like they gotta like
This
your
is what
ass.
you have to understand. Some people got unlikable children. Some little niggas grow up to be big niggas, and some little bitches grow up to be big bitches, and your kid's not likable. So we talked about that earlier. Like,
Yeah,
what
we had
happens
enough.
to children having a
And it looked like some old ends, old niggas grow up to be dumb niggas. Like he sounds ridiculous, right? To me, he sounds ridiculous, and she sounds kind of ridiculous because she couldn't stand on her business, right? She should have said from the rip, "Yes, you need to like my kids." I don't know why she's beating around the bush. Like, why? I'm confused at why she was that was so hard for her to say. Maybe it's me.
Because she had to rationalize, are you gonna how far of our interaction is gonna be with the kids? If the kids respect you, but they don't like you, that's different.
No, because a lot of times, I'll say it,
Really?
women don't care whether or not the man like their kids or not. The point
Right.
is, he likes them,
And that's the
they'll
problem.
make they'll force the relationship to work off the strength of what they want.
Right. And then you have somebody around your kids who don't like them, right?
Exactly.
You can't do the best for them if they don't like them. And if listen, my daughter don't like you, I don't like you anymore. It ain't. And if you don't like my daughter, we don't like you, and we may jump you if we find this out. Because I'm not going to be around anybody that doesn't like my daughter. Because I'm not gonna be around anybody that my daughter doesn't like.
Understood. So, what I was saying, if they don't tolerate or they can't, not even that they don't get along, if they're respectful, like your kids might not like them, and they might not, their personalities might not match from the rip. They might not. So what I'm saying, I agree with you, Daryl. I wouldn't date anybody that doesn't like my kids. But in the general way of speaking of it, if they don't clash with each other, or the guy that you're dating, not your husband, not your whatever, you're dating him, don't disrespect your kids, and everything is, I don't know. It's kind of up in the air.
It does happen a lot. Great, Vaughn. I'm responding to the people on TikTok. Great,
What
Land.
did you say? Go ahead.
that to me is not even an option, because at that point you're forcing your kids to be around somebody that don't have their best interests at heart.
Now
You're forcing them to be around somebody or walk into a space where they got to walk on eggshells every single day. And they got to bite their tongue every single day just to keep you happy and keep the peace. That's why it should never be a matter of, as long as you respect each other, everything is okay.
I'm gonna tell you why.
What about Jody? What about Jody?
But see, y'all talking about abusive situations. Y'all are talking about abusive situations.
Nah, he said,
fuck man. The minute you Jody, what you saying, Doc? With Jody was out of pocket, right?
Okay.
Jody was out of pocket.
Wait, I'm sorry. Wait, where was Jody out of pocket? I'm sorry, where is he out of pocket?
Because Jody was acting like his mother's man instead of her son. And then he kept disrespecting the bull. Even when the dude was talking to him about, hey, this is what y'all need to figure this out. And he got out of pocket with the dude and said something crazy to him. He kept doing it. And this is a grown man. Jody wasn't a child.
That's tough, because remember, Jody found some things out that weren't he found out the dude beat his other John, right? So that's tough, right? So and think about you, Vaughn. If somebody was with your mom and you knew information as older, you knew information about that person who was doing things to his other women and how he treat other kids, I don't think you're going to just ignore that. I think you're also going to say something. But like I said, it's a little different. They're older. Your mom got to make your own decisions. That to me is not. I'm talking about a situation when the kid is 14 and under, 15 and under, right? Where they have to now. Parents are over them at that point. Parents are in charge of them at that point. Parents have to do things for them at that point. I don't want nobody to tolerate my child, because you tolerate your boss at work. As soon as something goes left, you can get away from that situation. I need somebody that's going to go in and treat my daughter as they would their own, right? And if you can't do that, I'm not going to be around you, because like Leanne said, when stuff hits the fan, I need to know that you're going to protect my child as I would yours, or as you would yours. Wouldn't
that just be respecting the child, though?
Nah, respect is a little different.
No,
Wait. So I have to like the child in order to have the child's best interest in mind?
Yes.
But no, not necessarily.
Okay.
Not necessarily. You don't have to like the child, but liking that child or loving loving that child will get a different response than just someone you like or you respect. So right, I'm putting my life on the line for somebody I love, somebody I respect. I'm like, hey, stop it! Don't do that to them. It's different.
That's you. So if you're with a woman, she's got children. For some odd reason, something happened that separated them from from their father, right? So them kids are not. Whatever scenario you could put together, something traumatic may have happened because their family unit is not together. So then when you come into that family unit, you're not dad. You're not dad. They don't love you like they would love dad. They don't look at you immediately like they would look at dad. You don't know why they may not like you, because you're stepping up and you represent where dad should be. So they can have all of these things against you, and you are good to mom. You're respectful to the children. When they got to go here and they got to do that, you are that person that does all of these things for them. And they may not like you, not because of you, but because of what they got going on.
The caveat, what you're missing, you're talking about what the children are doing to the person coming into the relationship. What we're talking about is the person whose children they are. If I was in a relationship and I saw my kids could not respect my partner as such, I'm going wait. I'm going to be like, this can't happen. I need them to go get through some things because they're still dealing with some things. Because my kids are paramount. I'm gonna make sure they're good before I move on. I can't thrust somebody else into a situation like kind of what you're saying, where it's gonna be difficult for them to win because the kids aren't ready for it.
Yeah, but see how you came to that. Y'all came to that understand, or that you came to that point where I said these.
No,
you don't.
We
know
didn't come to it. I came to it.
So what I'm saying is, in this discussion, y'all, the discussion came to this point, and you just made that point because I'm saying you don't know why the kids don't like the person that is doing everything right concerning that whole relationship.
But they're not doing everything right, Vaughn. If my kids aren't happy, then you can't be doing everything right.
Your kids can be. You just missed everything I said.
No, what I'm saying
Can I
is,
say something?
go ahead. Leanne.
I get what you're saying, Vaughn. At least I think I do. The point is, no matter how respectful that man is, he could be the most respectful person in the world.
Yes,
if
Jesus.
the kids are not down with it, before they even make a rapport, you're saying if they, give them time to have a rapport and they still don't like you, they're not going to like you. Before we get to the rapport part, that means something's wrong. There's a disconnect there. We got to fix that before anything else can go on. That involves not dating prematurely when you get out of a relationship.
Right.
That means don't bring somebody else in your relationship too early. Go ahead, Mom.
Those are all.
So, can I ask you a question, Vaughn? Just for my own understanding, are you talking about situations where the kid just don't like the person? There's no reason. They just don't like them because they're not dad or they not mom. They cause wrecking all kinds of havoc in the relationship just because they don't like them, and there is really no reason behind it. Is that what you're talking about?
Right. Like there's really no reason. You don't understand why.
So what do you do with that, Vaughn? What do you do with that? Wait, I'm sorry, Leanne, 1 second. What do you do with that? The kid doesn't like the person that's coming into the relationship, and it's causing strife for everybody in the house. What do you do with it?
Well, that's something that you have to figure out. You got to know your kid and know, all right, either I just got to completely break off from this relationship and any future relationships for a while, or we got to talk to the kid, like, what's going on? Tell me what's up? Because you don't like them. What is it about them? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And see what's going on. Because one thing for certain, two things for sure, that child is going to grow up, move out that house, and then you're going to be there. And all the relationships that you set aside, you won't have. And you won't have it.
It's tough to have a relationship with that kid acting up in the home. I have a situation now where I heard something where the mom died and the father started dating the best friend.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a problem.
Kid lost it.
Why not? Why not?
And they decided to remove the kid from the house. So, and that's a choice. But it to me is, that's why it's really and it's tough. And again, it's really tough when this happens, because say everything is good and then the mom, something goes on with the dad or the mom, whatever, outside parent, and now it comes into the house. That's a little different once you have rapport with them, right? You can't say now just walk away because they're bugging. But hopefully, this is where I think that if you gain love with that child, you may be able to get through it. Respect it's not gonna get you through that.
Respect
tolerating a child is not gonna get you through that.
I didn't say anything about tolerating and respect. Respect is a place to start, because if you
rewind, Leanne, can you do a rewind? Go ahead. I'm sorry, Vaughn.
I never said that. So respect. I did not. You said it. What respect? If you respect each other, your child will communicate with you. If you have respect, your child respects you. He's going to respect other adults, and the child will be able to talk to you, and you'll be able to figure out what's going on.
But that's still,
kids don't know what's going on. Go ahead, Leanne.
That still doesn't change the fact that kid don't like that person.
Right.
It don't change the fact that they're never going to like that person. It don't change the fact that as a parent, you're making the choice to either put yourself first
Talk
at
about
your
it.
kid expense,
Talk
or
about
you're
it.
going to put your kid first and have to make that decision, and you're going to have to live with it. That's
No.
what it boils down
First
to.
relationship
what
gonna
it
be
boils-
at 60 when they leave the house, but that's what you gotta do sometimes.
Mhm. So what happens is that y'all actually get to talk, and you can decide whether or not, okay, this is something. No, listen to what I'm saying.
I'm
'Cause
listening.
so you're saying if you're picking yourself or putting your child first, this, that, and the third. When I said respect, with respect, if that person respects that child, they respect you, they see what's going on, they're going to be able to communicate with you and be like, hey, either I got to leave or we got to back it off, or it's done. But you'll come to some sort of resolution, because if you respect somebody, you're going to look at things that could hurt them and stop them from happening. If
That
you respect that person.
That resolution is going to happen one way or the other. Number one, I'm going to have to
Okay.
make it because I am the person with the child, and those are my children. So I would be the one to say whether or not we're going to move forward on this regard. But on top of that, when you were talking about if the kids respect the parents and respect the other person, then they can have a rapport and talk about it. We know that children will more times than not go bend and go to the betterment of the parent, because they think that if they don't, then the parent will be upset with them.
Well, just maybe not even be, well, yes, they want to make sure the parent is happy, right? So they'll do things or say things in the agreement because they don't want to upset mom or dad, right? So and this is also, we just talked about how kids emotionally, they may not be able to express exactly what's going on. They may not know what's going on, but they're acting out because something feels wrong, something feels off, right? And doctors speak to it better. Me and Leanne are just out here just being internet doctors. I got acronyms after my name or YouTube. That's it.
That is a good point, Leanne. That is a good point.
Kids are pleasing, so it's tough. But I just know for me, and I've been here and I've done it. If my daughter doesn't like you, I don't like you, and I'm cool with leaving people where they at if my daughter isn't cool with them, or I don't feel that they're not putting my daughter where she should be. Right? The love and reverence I have for her, you should have for her, just like I would have for your children. So I'm okay with walking away from someone who's not there yet. As she gets older, things will change, right? When she's 18 or 19, she's out of the house. If she leaves the house, cool. If she doesn't leave the house, you guys got to deal with her. If she don't like you, I still don't like you. So, but that's I want her to be comfortable at all times. Like Leanne said, I brought her into this world, and I have to make sure I do the best for her, the best I can. So it's tough. Now, could I be wrong? I could be. Probably not. Doc would probably say I'm wrong some way, but I don't believe her. She's only a doctor. What's she know about?
What does she know?
Yeah, but no, Vaughn, don't think I don't hear you. I hear what you're saying. It's just already in my mind. I know with mine, I'm not getting. If somebody's like, "Oh, I tolerate your daughter," I don't tolerate you.
Well, but somebody that says that automatically disqualifies themselves. The minute you say you tolerate, if you tolerate, or that, or I see like, oh, you don't really bang on my kids like that,
right? Especially because I have a girl. Again, you should see the connection as a girl. Like, you should be doing things that I don't know about, right? It should be conversation that you guys should have. I should see it sit like, look at them. They over there bonding over maxi pads. Look at that. There's a tampon. Okay. Like, they should be having conversations about things that I don't know. And I would be so elated to see that, talking about maybe makeup or being a woman or anything, that's what I want to see. So, what's that?
That's the youngin'.
That's little man.
Oh, I see the top of something. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know if I should ask or not. I like, what your husband got on? He tripping. He don't know we on live. Hey,
hey, what's going on?
I only got one eye.
I see you only got one eye. You the one-eyed monster right now. Oh, I like your hair. I like your hair.
All right, come on.
You just fell out on my computer.
You say thank you.
It's trying to see my mouth too.
I can see your mouth too. Yes, you're missing some things in your mouth. I see.
Ooh, look at that.
I got a little too.
All right, go ahead. I'm talking. All right, come on. Go ahead.
I need to get ready for night.
Okay. Have a good night.
Night.
Sleep well.
Okay.
See
See you later.
All right, Leanne. See you later. What you got for us, Leanne? Good talk. Good talk.
We can understand the couch. We can go to a hotel, but I'm not having my mom sleep on the couch. I'm not having my mom sleep on the couch while she is in town. What are you tripping on?
I'm not packing her bag. She can sleep on the couch.
Oh, she got.
It look like having my mom sleep on the couch while she's in town. Are you tweaking out?
No. See? That mama come on up in here.
You know you are out of pocket. Like it's dead.
You know we can hear y'all. My mama is my mom. Do you have a problem with us?
We gotta leave.
We can understand.
Okay. I see a couple things going on.
The spicy brother came in the room. Spicy than them.
Go ahead. Somebody take it. Then I'll give you my take. I have some takes. What do you got going?
I'm not putting my mom on the couch. I don't know if I want her in my bed. All the things I done in that bed.
Exactly.
So
I was the one that
you just slept in her bed before.
Yeah. I probably was conceived in that bed, so it don't matter. But no, please, I would. I don't know, something. I had to come up with something.
Okay.
Air mattress, hotel, motel, something. I'm like, Mom, I can't let you sleep on my bed. You know how I am. Like, nah.
Okay. Leanne, what you got?
Yeah, I would respectfully send my mom to a hotel. But on the other side of that, if Mama D says she wants my bed, I would give her my bed.
Without a question.
Hands down.
So, yeah, there's no question that I'm not arguing with you where my mom's going to sleep at, for one. But the second thing I saw when whoever came in the room, I'm not allowing that to go down either.
You're not walking in my room.
You understand me? Because me and my woman are having a conversation independent of what you hear. You can come talk to me, but you will not be talking to her like that, because we have to stand up for our relationships. It's okay to have a disagreement. They have a disagreement about where mom can sit or where mom should sleep at or whatever the case may be. And how he came in the room very disrespectful at her. I'm not letting anyone talk to my partner that way, right? That's not what we're doing. And that should have been checked immediately. He could have said, hey, y'all need to keep it down. Mom can hear y'all. Cool.
Knock on the door, knock on the wall first. Hey,
something, right?
Yo.
And right. Let yourself be known. Because first of all, it seems like that's our house if they're arguing about where mom is going to sleep at. So I'm guessing that. I'm not sure. But if mom is saying, if this is my house and you're coming in my room or whatever I am, I could be in the laundry room trying to have this conversation because we're trying to have it out the way. Just because mom can hear it doesn't mean you can come in and disrespect my partner. I have a serious issue with that. I don't care what side of the coin it falls. I'm shutting that down because I know she was like, I'm not supported. And like Vaughn said, he came in there on 20. And I think his hand was up if I wasn't mistaken.
Yeah. And he did the whole, that's what I said.
Yeah. That to me is the most egregious part because we can disagree.
But he walked in there like he'd done that before. They might, you know what I'm saying? He walked in there with no problem.
And it could be true because it wasn't checked in. It wasn't checked. And the problem is it should be checked. That's the thing. You know what I mean? You have to check certain behaviors because, again, it's okay to disagree. And they were having a disagreement about, and it was kind of loud. So I don't like the tonality of it because they could have brought it down and just had a conversation. But it was a little heated because it's about mom. But for dude to come in there on 25 like that, nah, that ain't cool. I don't like that at all. And I definitely think mom, and he did said the options. His options were for her to sleep on the couch or to hotel, right? I mean, sleep in the bed or hotel. So it wasn't like, and they were really just arguing over what is what. I don't like how dude came in there and he was bugged out. Right.
I think old girl had it sounds disrespectful when you first hear it, right?
Right.
But she could be thinking like, wait, I'm thinking like, you know what we did in this bed, right? You gonna put your mom in that?
You know what?
Communicate that.
I didn't think it. Well, we don't know what they communicated.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, we don't know.
But that's a good point. I didn't think about that. But I mean, new sheets. Well, again, see, I know I'm gonna negate that because new sheets change that because it'll be no different going to a motel or hotel. Yeah, that bed probably got a lot of miles on it too. So we just get mom some new sheets. And so, and again, but I get her way of thinking. She could definitely think that because that's more about what we did. But I would say, hey, look, with new sheets, we're going to make sure mom is comfortable. She's older. She's going to be comfortable. I definitely wouldn't ask my mom to sleep on the couch. That's not going to.
In no way, shape, or form.
And actually, I wouldn't have to have. I would like, look, well, you tell her. That's what I'm saying. You know what? I'm not going to argue with you. You tell her where she's going to sleep at. I'm not breaking it up. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Whatever happens from there, I'm not gonna break it up in the middle of it. That's all I'm gonna say. So I'm gonna let you find out the way I found out when I was young.
F around.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So you bad. Let's see how bad you really are. And
let's see if you're gonna make it in this family. We're gonna jump you in tonight.
Yeah. My mom was a big proponent of. She said she had to fight any of the women we were serious with. She wanted to fight them. So,
oh wow,
that was part of our tradition in our home. Called it knuckling up with mom. And there was nothing we could do about it. We just had to let it go down. Like, girl, block, bye. Really, give us something else. But yeah, that's tough. Like the only thing I don't think that disrespect should have been allowed to happen.
Right.
But see, what do we have here, Leanne?
See, but that's real fucked up because I understand what you're saying when you say, well, the dad will say, oh, I don't have to deal with that chick and I don't want to deal with her. So to not deal with her, I'll leave my kid to the side or whatever. But at the same time, but what about the mom who on the other side of that? And y'all act like they just be mad and pissed off, but they doing it. And when you feel like it, I take care of Shawty when I got some money. When I have it, I give to him. The mother don't get that option. See, but
she made that option.
Wait, I don't understand. I didn't understand what happened. So somebody explain it to me, please.
So, and tell me if I'm wrong, Lee. So basically, the dude was what she was saying is the guy was like, I will leave that child alone, so I don't have to deal with that mother. And what she was saying is the mother when you do that, the mother don't get the choice of saying, I'll leave the child alone so I don't have to deal with the father. She's stuck with the child. Now.
And also that a lot from what she implied was that the mother could have an attitude with the father because the father chooses to deal with the child when he wants to, or when he gets a chance, and she doesn't get that option to just deal with the kid when she can or when she gets a chance.
But what she does get to do is use that as a pawn for that child, that father who does want to see their child or does want to be involved, right? So there are some things that they do on the other side that they have. It's things on both sides in ways.
Respectfully, we're not talking about the other side.
No, we respectfully are, in a sense, right? We're talking about how the child is being used in a relationship, one way or the other. Like I said, I guess the woman cannot. I mean,
if the father don't want to, in whatever his relationship is with the mom is so toxic that he's like, man, I'll deal with that child later, or I'm not going to deal with that child because I don't want to deal with her. And nobody's looking at what is she doing that's making that dude say, this is safer for me to be over here than to be over there.
But Vaughn, I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut this off real fast. They're not even being honest. Because how many girls have you met, Vaughn? And I've been in a situation where the child at grandma's house all the time. Right, the child at so-and-so house. The child knows babysitters more than they know mom. So I'm not going to necessarily agree that they cannot do it because they drop that child. Some women drop their child off everywhere. A child is so familiar with other people, they go up to anybody like, hey, and go away with them. So,
right. And that is a good point. And on top of that, if she feel that way, then drop the child off with the dude and don't buy the. I've dealt with the toxic side of it.
Mm-hmm.
The moms make it so hard to be in the same room sometimes or in a conversation where you're trying to just raise the child. Co-parenting is not co-parenting. It is someone is being held. Yeah, your child is hostage half the daggone time. And and you just fighting to like, hey, listen. So that statement that she made, being from my point of view and dealing with it, it's not fair because it's true. Sometimes for you to have some sort of peace, you gotta back completely out of a situation. I stayed in mine and tried to figure out how to deal with her, which was just not good. No matter, that's just as bad. That is just as bad because they're seeing mom and dad going through it all the time.
100.
And let mom be one of them disrespectful people. You will see that show up in your child later. That mouth, that attitude, you see it. So some dudes, I know a dude, he left his son was 10. He had been fighting back and forth. He didn't get back together with his son until his son was like 20, 21. And he had to explain it to him. And his son didn't get it till he actually had kids.
Well, it's tough. I mean, I agree with you saying somewhat because if you really don't want to deal with her, sometimes as men, you have to go downtown and file a motion and get visitation rights, where now you have a piece of paper that can be enforced. It can be enforced.
Check your visitation rights. Check this out, right? So if your visitation rights gives you every other weekend, right? That's 2 times out the month that you get to see your kid.
Mm-hmm.
And that's 24 times a year. 24 days out of a year, you get to parent your child, right? Every other week, every other weekend. 4. So it's 48 times. So you got 48 times you see your kids out of a year, out of 365 days. How much parenting can you do compared to that?
Well, first of all, why would you only get every other weekend? That's insane.
That's some of them do it like that, or even if you had every other week.
Right. Then if you have every other week, then it's even.
It's even if you do it every other week, right? Mm-hmm. When the kids get older, like I had mine, we were every week until they got older. And mm-hmm. then I want to do this or I want to do that. And if they're in sports and the sports is all of that craziness. But a lot of dudes get every other week or they get the weekends. And imagine if you get the kids Thursday till Sunday or Monday morning. You work all week. Then on the weekend, you don't really get to fall asleep or sleep. You're with the kids because you want to deal with them, and then you take them back. Like it's a messed up conundrum. It's very messed up.
Yeah, so I'll speak to it because again, I have mine 50% of the time. So yes, I'm doing all the things, and I'm not worried about sleep. I'm going to be everything. And actually, anytime she calls, if there's something going on, I'll go get her. You know what I mean? If they're beefing, I'll go get her. If you don't want to go, she can stay. So a lot that I can't, I blame on the individual because I fought to make sure I got, as much custody as I could. And the 50 is all they was able to get. Men ain't getting more than 50. You ain't getting that 51 unless
I won mine.
Okay.
Well, remember when we were young, we was all hanging out. I had won mine. I had my kids from, I think it was from, they were 7 to like 11 or something like. Okay. I had them for a decent amount of time, and I got arrested, kept getting stopped, kept getting arrested, things kept going on. When we went back to court, I had got arrested or something like that. And then they get verdict. So I was like it's a million things that can go wrong, but to speak to this situation right here, some dudes do that. I know it is true that some guys actually step away because it's like it's too much of a problem to deal with the
Right.
mom.
Right. I mean, I was there. Like, I'd rather not deal with her. But for me, to be there for my daughter was more important. So I got to put up with this. And, some people, listen, $80,000 in lawyer fees to just get custody with your daughter over years and things of that nature, the constant fight. It happens. So it really depends on how much you want to be around your child, how much you bond to your child. But all I'm gonna say is I think what they were talking about here, I think both people can walk away. It's just that we don't talk about how a woman may walk away by giving her kid to whomever on a regular basis, like whoever's grandmom, grandpa, great grandmom. Everybody's watching these kids, and that's one reason we're seeing a lot of these kids growing up with no respect and things of that nature. Because grandma and grandpa going to bed at 5 o'clock. Kids have to raise themselves.
They in the street.
As soon as grandma shut her eyes at 5:30. What you say, Leanne?
I didn't say anything.
All right. What did you have something to say on this, Leanne?
Huh?
What were we saying on this topic?
What was I saying on that topic?
Yeah. I thought you were saying something about this.
No.
You were. You just forgot. Leanne's going. Leanne, we'll talk. Go ahead. Give me another one, Leanne.
A magical ring. Okay? It will grant you one wish. You can wish for anything. Immortality. You can wish for a lot of money for us. So choose wisely.
I wish for all your side chicks to disappear.
No.
Damn.
Bruh.
That was evil.
Nah, it was evil. She played herself. You gotta know who you are, okay?
Give me the ring back.
Know who you are.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that was cute. That's watch what you wish for.
Michael, what did it take for me to be your wife?
For you to be my wife?
Yeah. Like, how did you score this package deal as your wife?
What is he doing?
I'll have to be honest with you, Jen. I spent a lot of years chasing women, and like beautiful women, like models and scholars, like really educated, very smart. They could cook really well. These great women. I spent a lot of time just chasing after them. And it was just constant rejection. What I realized is that I'm at a certain level. I'm not rich enough. I'm not smart enough, and I'm not good looking enough. So I'm just going to have to lower my standards.
Hilarious.
Because it's not easy out there with a face like a bank account like mine. So, babe, you're not the best, but you're the best that I could do.
Yeah, Michael be bugging.
Is he really bugging?
No, he's right.
I would say, or do we shop in our tax bracket?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We usually get what we can afford.
Look at Doc. She gonna pop in for that.
We got her cracking up. Yeah, I think it's some truth to that, and people don't want to admit it. I think depending on when you met the person, but as you get older, I think that some things change, and you're definitely dating in your tax bracket, what you can afford, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's just what it is. If you can't afford to be with someone, then I don't think it's really gonna work well. If y'all can't go out and eat and things of that nature.
Y'all can't eat. Period.
Right. You can't. If coffee is tough, like, ooh, can you go half on this coffee? I don't know if that's gonna be a second date. If you're like, hey, you want to go Dutch on this coffee? I don't know if there's gonna be a second date. I mean, coffee is kind of the lowest of the lows. I mean, only thing under the coffee is a water date.
A walk in the park.
Yeah, so I don't know if what do you think, Lan?
I think you settle for what you can get.
Right.
It's not always who you want. It's That and who can tolerate you
Who you
is
gonna-
also
Yeah, that's big.
part of the package.
And part of the package is how much they make. The more they make, the more you can tolerate. You know what? And y'all, let's be honest. You're not giving. If you broke, I ain't really tolerating too much. You already broke. So how much more can you tolerate if someone's broke? We already stuck in house all day because we ain't got no gas to go nowhere. And you get on my nerves. I can do bad all by my own self. Let's talk about it if we're gonna talk. Like, Leanne, why are you quiet?
Because I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Leanne, so you're telling me if a guy came up to you and he was broke and had a bad attitude, could you put up with it?
Yes.
He would. Okay, there you go. See, we're going to just lie today. All right, you know what I mean? Let's go. We're gonna be. He's gonna lie on the pod. Like too many people on podcasts just lie for no reason, and I don't know why they do it. Doc, could you put up with someone who was broke and had a bad attitude? But they look really nice, and that's the thing. Caveat, Leanne, they had a great beard, but they were broke.
I said yes.
Leanne, look me in my good eye and say that.
Stop lying. Stop the cap. I need you to stop lying. Doc, how about you? Could you put up with a broke man with a bad attitude that looked handsome?
No, I'm not dealing with a bad attitude.
Not dealing with a bad attitude. Vaughn, girl, broke. Well, most time we gotta pay for everything anyway, so it's not even a thing with us. Never mind. Let's just go on.
Yeah, you might as well just go on past.
So we gotta pay for everything anyway.
She gonna be mad about something anyway.
We gotta pay for a bad attitude. Come on, bad attitude. I got it. I got a quick question. Do you think it's disrespectful to still be in love with your ex when you're in a new relationship?
Yes.
Yeah, of course. Yep, definitely.
Nah, is it disrespectful? Is something in DSM-5 that says okay?
That's not in the DSM-5. Disrespect is an individual concept.
Right. So what do they feel? So can you be in love with your ex when you're in a new relationship? How do we advise people? Are we saying just work through that love and stay with the person, or how does that work?
My question is, why are you in a new relationship if you're still in love with someone else? That's my question.
Because obviously the person you love don't want you. So now
they dumped you. You got dumped.
You're forced to move on. You may not have wanted to.
Well, you know what? If you're forced to move on, then do the work and work through it. You may still have feelings for that person, but you shouldn't be pining for another person while you're in a relationship with someone else.
How else you gonna get over them? How can you get over the old relationship? A new relationship helps you eventually. What? Eventually, you'll get over the old person in the new relationship.
Okay. I know people believe that. Okay.
I know where this is
going. I hear you. I hear people say it all the time. The best way to get over one relationship is get under somebody else.
You understand me?
Get over somebody else, literally.
Get on top of the next person. It's interesting. Can you have feelings for your ex still in a new relationship? Maybe you didn't really break up over bad terms. You'll always have a soft spot in your heart for them. Is that a problem?
You know, is it you still in love with them, or are you just addicted to the pattern? You just so used to them being available. Like you might be. That's your drug right now. You need to detox off that person.
Well, I know if you have anything for the other person but hatred, we're not going to work.
True indeed. You should not be in another
relationship.
Oh my gosh. He said hatred.
Wow.
Any feeling you can have for them is hatred.
Yes, he did say hatred. You have to hate your exes in order to be in a relationship with them.
I'm sorry.
Have a biblical dislike.
I mean, you have a strong dislike. You got to have a strong dislike of them, okay? Like I want you, like when you see him, your stomach should hurt. That means we can move on. If your stomach don't hurt, then it ain't right.
No, don't have no reaction. Just don't have no.
How about would you be upset if the person you're with was jealous that the person moved on? Or jealous of the person?
We done.
Yeah, it's over.
They can't be a little jealous, like, oh, I can't believe they did well for themselves.
Bro.
I never thought they'd get better than me. No, that's
wow. So I'm not better than you? I'm not better.
No, better than me. Better than me. So the person that they got was better than me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like you're saying, like,
but no, because they can't be better than you because you got me. So that's you saying that.
No, again,
I'm not good.
That's your ego making it about you. Stop making me jealous of my ex about you. If I'm jealous of my ex's new person, stop making it about you.
Yes, because it is.
It's definitely not. But
it's no more ludicrous than you saying that he's better than you. You being upset that she moved on and quote unquote got better than you.
This guy got his muscles are bigger. He got longer dreads. He's that he's better than, like, he's bigger. He's got longer. You know what I mean? So I'm feeling some type of way. Like I thought she'd fall off. You know what I mean? See, no, I'm man. See, again, as a man, you should be able to express the way you feel, and we know other men be attractive. That's not nothing wrong. I ain't saying I want to jump on him. I'm saying, like, damn, this nigga muscles bigger than mine. I didn't think she would find anything better. I'm feeling some type of way. So you're telling me that's a problem, Leanne?
Yes.
You guys are just so uptight. All right, last one I got for you guys. Then go ahead. If you say you live with your person, you guys are moving, and then you find a box of love letters that your boyfriend or girlfriend received or kept from their ex. How would you feel about that? Is that okay? First, but is it okay to have a box of love letters from your ex? Yes or no? People don't want to get in trouble, I see. Anybody? This may bring up an argument that people had. Like, we had this argument. Leanne, what do you think?
I think you need
to get off the phone, whoever you're on the phone with.
Who am I on the phone with?
It better be no goddamn body, but go ahead.
I think, I don't know, it's hard. I mean, let me say this. I don't think you should have it. No. Would I care? It depends. Are you still in love with this person? Mm-hmm. And if so, why do you still have it would be weird. Yeah, throw it in the trash, burn it.
See, I love watching Leanne. If you listen, you watch Leanne in real time, it went from I don't know, I'm not sure, I'm not really, well, I wouldn't really care until I'm going to burn it, blow the house up. You see her work through it in real time. You've seen it happen.
You watch her light the match and drop it.
Yeah, and it's like, wait a minute. Vaughn, what do you think? What do you think, Vaughn?
Whew. Being that I got caught in that situation, I did some stuff like that. You shouldn't have it. I just kept them from when I was in college. Like when I visited college, I didn't go to college. I just visited.
Stole some letters from college. That's crazy.
So, yeah, I mean, because that person, if they know anything about your old relationship and they know that it was like powerful or it was something that was really strong for you, and you still got those, they're gonna be hurt. They're gonna be sick.
Something to grow up. Doc, what do you think?
Well, I agree with the role Lee was going on. You have to be honest about why you have it. Like, what is the purpose? If it's just, this is a part of my history, I got all the stuff from my, just I don't know, a symbol of all the things I've been through.
Okay.
That's different than, well, I still have feelings for this person and I want to just remember this person because I still love them. Those are two different things.
Yeah.
But
So-
you do have to take in consideration your partner too, and what your partner might think about this. So you have to have a discussion about it.
So that I guess that would include pictures and other type of memorabilia.
Because you know what? Because sometimes people have a different feeling depending on who the person is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, pictures
Like
too?
some people not gonna get mad about your prom picture, but
Right.
they might get mad about a picture you took at a club with somebody you dated for 10 years.
But this was at the last freak day.
Isn't that,
You know what I'm saying? This is memorabilia.
So how about if I had like I had a Leah, stop. How about if I had what's that called? Like a mold of her butt, and I kept it. Like I made
Why? Both both of y'all getting out the house.
And I'm saying, like Doc said, I just have all the memorabilia from
No, all y'all gotta go.
Yeah, what if she has a mold of his unit? Do you want that on your mantle?
Well, no, I didn't say put it on the mantle. I'm saying that she found it was in the closet. It was like, this is Gina's derriere. And it was way bigger than yours. So would it be the size that made you upset? Like, well, what's the point of having some memorabilia anyway? These are old things. Why are we comparing ourselves to things that happened 5 to 10 years ago? Are we supposed to just get rid of our past if we move with someone else?
Yes.
That's the question I asked too. We see Lee's answer.
Yeah.
But there are some people who feel that way, that you need to erase everyone before me.
Right.
Is that fair?
I call them shallow and childish. And they have arrested development. They're stuck in high school. I don't know. And I don't know, again, like I said, I think it's each his own, but to erase your past, some of these pictures just remember a point in time. Mm-hmm. It may not be that you care about them, but this is when I was at my mom's. This is when we took it at the house, and it might be the house in the background. That's really the point of the picture that I'm saving, independent of the girl who was there. Mm-hmm. Or it might have been a Christmas picture and the person I was with at the time was there. And my Aunt Bobby was in that picture, and Bobby is, she went to the upper room. Do I get rid of this picture with Bobby in it? Because you're feeling some type of way about her being there, me, and say we're hugged up in the picture, right? Are you going to now?
There's Photoshop.
Right. There's also the photo's going to be here, and you just if you're going to be upset, then get over it. So I think as adults, we have to really figure out, and I guess talk about what's the significance. Not that I should have to explain the significance of the pictures that I have, because I'm allowed to have some anonymity and things that are just for me, because everything don't have to be about us. There are some things about me, right, Doc? In relation to some things about me, right? Yes. Okay. Just making sure I had as a Doc, because everything can't be about us. I can't bend to everything you have, because this is, like I said, these are some memories that I want to hold on to for whatever reason. And again, as long as I'm not pulling them out every Thanksgiving, like, look, yeah, there she is. Remember her? Yeah, she. Hey, here's the bus. Remember the bus? I mold her ass. Yeah, that's her. Oh, you remember her now? Keisha. Oh, like, as long as we're not doing that, I don't think that having some things that signify things in my life are necessarily bad. Like Doc said, if you're not upset about the prom picture, this is kind of the same thing. It's just a moment of in time that I want to be able to have to look back at sometimes. Sometimes you forget things as you get older. I'm not saying, you still want the person. I hate that. And you shouldn't be in competition with a picture. That's just wild. That's wild if you're in competition for a picture 10 years ago. Well, look at the way you hugged over her. You ain't never hugged me like that. I'm going to get you some help. That's what I'm going to get you some help. That's like you need some help. Lynn, do you need some help?
Of course.
I mean,
Well, that solves that one.
I mean, because I don't think we should really fight over old pictures. Now, is there a time period for the pictures to be considered old? Is the question. If these pictures are from a year ago,
no, it's too close.
This is your last
But
relationship.
wait a minute.
Go ahead, Leanne.
If we're talking time now, at
Mhm.
some point, all of the pictures were recent. So just because it was a year ago, does that negate the memory I have attached to it?
I don't. Leanne is high right now.
Right.
At one time, but you recently seen them after 10 years. That's not recent. Okay.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, but no, I'm right.
No, you're
Yeah.
not.
Go ahead, Lee. Give it to him, Lee.
Listen.
Listen, Linda.
Yeah, because
You sound high as hell.
because it was a year ago, right?
Right.
That don't mean that moment so and so wasn't still special to me,
Leanne.
or
I
so and so could have died 6 months ago,
Okay, Leanne.
and
Right,
that's one of the
okay.
last pictures.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That I have from a year and a half ago.
Well, that would be an exception to the rule. That picture would have to stay.
But why can't I have a memory of an ex from a year ago?
You can have
Why
whatever
does it
you
have
want.
to be 10 years ago?
No. I asked, was it a time period? I didn't give a time frame for it.
Nah, there ain't no time period.
Okay.
If you're going to keep the box, now I say burn the box, but if you're going to keep the box, there shouldn't be a time frame on it unless you're still attached to that person.
I'm going to say petty in most relationships are at the end of the relationship. That's what I'm going to say. I was going to put that out there.
What do you mean?
This petty, I don't care. It was a year ago, and the guy. No, it's different. It's like why are you saving the picture from the guy a year ago, the last guy you was with, that you're with for 6 months? What are you saving that for? Unless there was something significant, like I said in the picture. This is an old house, but it can't be that old. It was only 6 months ago. You ain't know the house is old, or what is the significance from a year ago? Unless you were together for 10 years. But if you were together for 6 months, be like, yeah, I want to keep it because me and Corey, man, we just had a great 6 months. And
Well, he was the largest penis I ever had. So
Okay. That is the memory of all time and all space.
we're going to get all Corey's pictures about my fucking house. That's what we're going to do. F you and F Corey.
It might be time for you to go.
That's it. I don't think that's a reason to hold on to pictures. I don't think.
Hey, you don't put a time frame or a specific.
Well, it's not
I
a
don't know
time.
what I'm trying to say.
We're putting a dick size frame on this. If the dick size is the reason why, we're going to leave that alone. That's not. That I don't know if that's ever in any way.
Look at that
I was
evil
going to say
laugh.
something else, but this is a family show. So
Not anymore.
It's family-ish. The kids
Yeah,
are
right.
definitely
You
out
talk
the
about
room.
Pictures and dick sizes, like you kind of.
Yep.
You went there. I don't know what happened. And she's laughing to herself about this. She is.
Yo, Leanne is high up.
I don't really understand what is exactly happening here. I don't know how we got to dick size, but
She had a complete flashback.
so you just got the picture looking at his bulge in the picture. That's what you're doing.
Doc, get your friend.
What I'm saying is you just don't know. He could have also been the person that first
Yeah, I'm sure. All of that
Put
happened
him-
just
put him-
because.
put
Yeah, that's what happened.
Him, he in sweatpants, in gray sweatpants.
But yeah, every
he
picture
could have
with
been
him.
the first of something.
I'm pretty sure.
That's all
I'm-
I'm saying. And I would like to remember that.
If you don't remember it
Yeah.
off of
If you need a picture
memory, Yeah,
I need a visual.
No, you
Nothing
don't.
brings you back like seeing it.
That sounds like
Yeah.
get your
Right,
ass out
Doc?
the house.
She said, "Right, Doc."
Look, Doc, don't you co-sign that? You co-sign that bullshit. She talking. Doc, you can see. Look, you can tell she on something.
Again, that's why every picture you have be in great sweatpants. Like, why this fool got sweatpants on every day?
Got him standing like Superman in every picture. What's wrong with you?
You know what?
Oh, man.
You know what? On that note, we're gonna get up out of here because Leanne is losing it. Okay. I don't know what to say. This is Leanne, and the laugh. I can't wait to play this back and see the laugh. She really
that laugh.
And I think she was looking at a picture while she was doing it. It was. She had a picture in her hand. Like,
She is.
And
That's
they
why she
wasn't gray
laughing.
sweatpants, they was green.
oh wow. Never gonna look at the other color green again.
Woo! Oh my
Leanne,
goodness.
Look at that picture like this. She was like, I remember him. Oh wow, Leanne is interesting. Hey, we want to thank everybody for joining us this week. TikTok, everybody on TikTok that logged in. Thank you guys for logging in. Please subscribe to the TikTok, subscribe to the Nothing But Answers YouTube, subscribe to the Nothing But Answers Facebook. We're growing. We're getting our word out there. So we're growing and we want to continue to grow. Please help us grow. You'll hear more about Leanne and her penis pictures. Sign on for it. So you got anything else left to say, guys? Anything else left? Anybody but Leanne? She can't say anything else. She's done for the day. She's on timeout. Well, again, just like, subscribe, and share on any of the Nothing But Answer platforms. We thank you. We'll be here again. We're here every Friday, 8 p.m. We'll see you next week. Leanne, put the picture down and hit the button. Have a good night.
Bye.